y'all, this is Liesl again, and I am just coming to share today about, a really huge fear a lot of people have, or just a question that they wonder about with Beachbody coaching is, do I have to be, a salesperson? Or, I don't really, maybe you're just unsure. You're like, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to be one of those people all over social media or, like at home. I know you can think of even at-home jewelry parties or something like that, or makeup parties and stuff like that, where you're like, oh man, I don't want to be that person, right? I don't want to be that friend that my mom used to call them use your friends parties, where you would invite people over and have a party, but maybe it was doing it for a friend who was a rep for a company who had these at-home parties, and then everybody ended up buying stuff that they didn't really want, or maybe they did want it. It was awesome and amazing, but that's just not what Team Beachbody and what being a coach is all about. What being a coach is all about is, I like to compare it to almost like, okay, maybe you went out and you just used this amazing, or you went to this brand new restaurant right in town, and it was so awesome. They had incredible food. They had a great happy hour special. Their dessert, the lava cake, was phenomenal, on top of the world. And not to mention, did they not only have this great product to offer, but their service was incredible, right? So they had just phenomenal wait staff and just top-notch managers and everything like that. Everything about that restaurant was well ran and just top-notch and amazing. And of course, after you leave there, what do? You go and you tell all of your friends about how amazing this new restaurant is, right? And that they gotta go share it and they gotta go give it a try. And if you can approach and kind of have a mindset about coaching being the same way, that you just want to share with all your friends and your family, your acquaintances, your coworkers, maybe your church family, your mom's groups, whatever it may be, you just go out there and share how awesome this company is, and how great the programs are, how much you love your challenge groups. That's what it's all about. It's just about sharing and getting other people to try it out too, just like you would that amazing restaurant. It's kind of like, if you don't tell your friends, don't you feel like you're almost robbing them of an experience? Like, if you don't tell them how great it was for you, then how are they ever gonna know what's out there for them, right? How are they ever gonna, they're gonna miss out on a great date night with their husband, or they're gonna miss out on a great opportunity. So as a coach, truly, guys, all you're doing is going out and sharing your story. Never ever do you need to feel pushy about it or anything like that. You just get started by sharing it with the people who you already know and love. And then from there, you'll soar. And you'll get that confidence to then start kind of talking to people down the road in your journey who you might not know. But you start small, really, really small. So I have something for you to think about. Just think about, okay, I know for me, and just a little bit about my story, and I'll share a lot more of this with you guys live on Thursday night, but one thing for me that was huge was I just helped my cousin get started, a couple other family members, my mom, my sister. I just share with them what I was doing. They're already pretty curious, right? So the people that you already are part of your life on the day-to-day basis, they know you're doing these workouts in the morning in the basement, or they might know oh, well, she wanted to go to a healthy restaurant, and you already told them why, and why you're eating a little bit better for yourself, and they already kind of know you're doing this. So then, as a coach now, all you've got to do is say, hey, why don't you join me for our next challenge group? I'm going to run it with my sponsor coach. You can join on in and just come and try it out. And that's how you can get started as a coach. All you got to do is invite the people you already know and love. My first 5 people that signed up were all my family members. So I think a lot of people get scared at first. Okay, who am I even going to ask? And it starts really small like that. So I urge you right now just to think about, and maybe you could comment in this video too, could you name 2 people who already kind of know that you're doing this, that you could just invite them to a March challenge group too? Because if you could do that, you can be a coach, and from there, all you have to do is really truly motivate them, support them, comment in the challenge tracker on their posts, help them get started with a meal plan, just like I may have done for you if you're somebody who's been a part of my groups before. So, I hope that eases some minds. I know when I heard, I was always kind of hesitant about it until I realized, like, okay, like, there you go, 5 people right there to join me on my journey, and I didn't even have to extend past my family to get started. So that's just something to keep in mind, something I want you to think about. Who's been watching you? Who have you inspired along the way? And maybe it's just a simple text or phone call, and you can get them started too. How cool would that feel? All right, so ask any questions below, for sure, and think of those 2 or 3 people that maybe you could invite along your journey. All right, bye guys.